Alright, so here we go. We're going to do a shot here for Tim at 100 yards with my bow. I got it set up the way he had established the ground rules here, so I'll kind of pan around here, show you where we're at. We are in my backyard. Pan around here down to where the shooting range is. I'll zoom in on that in a second. You can kind of see back up in there. If you look close, I'll go ahead and zoom in right there. Middle of your screen, ladder going up to my shooting platform. Built that 2 months ago. Used to just have a two-man stand up there, but needed something bigger for our little weekend shoots here with friends. And here's my doe. Got her set up 100 yards. And as per the instructions of Tim, got my beer can. I went ahead and even painted the vitals on the deer on the insert. Drove a little stake right there in the ground so I could set the beer can on top of it. So I'll go ahead and set that right there in front of the heart so that hopefully we'll be able to see that. Actually, let me give her a good shake here real fast just in case we have the time to get all the way down. I don't know if it'll hold a fizz that long or not, but we'll find out. So shook that all up. And again, I'm going to pan over here, give you an idea of the distance so that you don't think it's been faked. Again, I'll start zooming in as tight as my zoom will go. There's my tripod set up there for where I'll be shooting. So I'll go down there, get her set up, give you a shot. Alright, I'll also give you a quick little glimpse into the world of OCD here. So there's the shooting platform that I built. Got set up there, looking down on the range here in the backyard. Doesn't take much to do all this, just kind of cleared out a little section of woods here with a small tractor down to the dirt pretty much, and then threw in some grass seed back there in the back. If you can see right there, that Glendale buck right back in that area, all along that back area along in there. We've put down some biologic as well. Got plenty of deer right here in this little patch of wood. It's only about maybe 15 acres of woods, but last year trail cam picks, we got had a really nice 11-point buck coming into the trail cam picks last year around late January, just after the hunting season. So hopeful that he'll come back out this year. We'll see what happens. Give you a shot from up top here in a second. So here we are, the view from up above on the shooting platform that I made. We've got a total of 10 different targets, all set up at different distances. As you notice, I'm even so OCD that I put the ranges on little cards on top of them, so you can see exactly what you're shooting at. Well, you got to have pretty good eyesight to be able to see past that one, to see the actual cards. But 37 on the Glendale buck there. Got them all set up here through the woods. Even one back there on that log at 44 yards. The longest shot we have on this range is my 61-yard target. You got the Glendale buck at 37. The one to the left of that is 47. One to the far right of the screen is 52. And the one at the top of the screen, far left, is 61 yards. So we've got quite the distances here. What I'm doing is I'm up here on my shooting platform, and I built just about a couple months ago, shooting the Bowtech Admiral there. Just bought that this March, I think it was. And keep in mind, one last thing I'll tell you is that this is only my first, I've been hunting with a bow now for 1 year. I shot a bow for the very first time last year about this time, right before bow season started. I've been an avid hunter my entire life, but this is my first. It's been 12 months roughly that I've been shooting a bow. Now that's at 100 yards. It's got the beer can on it. I'm going to set the camera up right here on the tripod aimed at it. We'll see how I can do. Just comes down to shooting every single day, or as close to every single day, either first thing in the morning, 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock, or in the evening, just as the sun starts to settle down. It's not so hot, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so here we go. It's Saturday morning. I don't even know what time it is. It's not that early anymore. It's about 9 o'clock, a little after 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. August the heck was the date? August 15th. Got the challenge thrown down yesterday, so I figured, well, might as well get out there and do this, get it knocked out real quick, prove my point. This is what happens when you shoot a lot, when you have the time, and anybody can make time. Just make it part of your priority, so when it comes time to go deer hunting, you don't have any questions of whether or not you're going to hit it. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the doe so you can even see it. Zoom in all the way in as best it will. That's all the way in there. This is a Sony little camcorder, little mini camcorder. It's got an 800 times digital zoom. We'll see how well it works. Get my bow off my hanger here, grab the first arrow. Let's see what happens. Oh wait, got to put my release on so I won't, well yeah, because I don't want you thinking that I rigged this up. So let me quickly get my release put on. 1 second. You can see you get the beer can on top of it. It's at 100 yards. I found a spot on my bow that works perfectly as a pin or as a sight. I do not have a 100-yard pin. If you notice the tree limbs there, you can't really see them right now. Let me zoom out so you can see. Wind's blowing plenty hard right now. We're looking, every bit of 10 mile an hour, maybe even 15 mile an hour winds, but I don't want excuses, so let me zoom back in and see how we do, even with this wind. It's a crosswind, but who cares? Alright. First arrow getting ready to be launched. And that, my friends, is what you call a dead kill bullseye. So Tim, I hate to break it to you, brother. Turn my camera around here, get it to focus back in on me. We'll go to wide angle here. That is 100 yards, very first arrow, with a at least 10 mile an hour crosswind, first thing in the morning. Have not shot a single arrow yet. Bowtech Admiral, right there. 1 year shooting, just 1 year. That's all it takes. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. So here we go, walking up on it. Haven't done anything, just walking up on it for the first time to see it myself. And actually a little frustrated. I hit a little bit high, but you know what? At 100 yards, punched through a beer can, very top edge of the heart and double lung. And given the trajectory of the arrow coming down like it is, definitely upon penetration would have taken out that heart and lung. And notice here how much of that arrow has come through the backside of that doe. Now that is not a layered target. If you can see that, that is the solid core target at 100 yards, and that's just a regular field tip on it. If I had, it's 100 grain, if I had a broadhead on that, shooting that same doe right there, I guarantee you, people always say there's no way it's going to have enough inertia, enough momentum, whatever, to go ahead and kill the buck. It's going to bounce off of it. Not a question. That arrow is going to be a clean pass through on that deer. If it had a broadhead, no question, dead deer. 100 yards, that's amazing. It's not really amazing. It just comes down to practicing. Practice what you might want to shoot. We'll see if I can actually get one of these this year on camera. If I happen to have a buck or even a doe at 100 yards, I will take the shot, and that's why.